Welcome to Breaking Fears.
Hello, how's everybody doing today? I was thinking that I should do or continue on with my memories of Christmas time with the family and all that good stuff. So, I was thinking as I was doing my last video about the times when I would, prepping time the day before Christmas, or sometimes even a couple of days before Christmas, when my parents would be in the kitchen, alternating in the kitchen, one doing one thing, then they'll leave, the other one will come in and do their thing, so they're not in each other's way. But as well as me being in the kitchen, or not just me, but my siblings being in the kitchen, assisting with doing things. For instance, like washing the meat before my dad puts it in the oven to cook, the green beans, the stirring, the mixing. My parents would bring us in to do that. I guess you would say the heavy lifting things. But we would enjoy it. We loved it because we knew what was coming out of it. They didn't have any complaints out of us, anything like that. We were eager to go in and help. Things we didn't want to do, washing the dishes. As you can see right here with all these dishes. This isn't a picture of me or my family. A lot of these pictures that I'll be showing are just random videos or pictures I found that kind of brings back memories of, again, my childhood during Christmas and family time and things of that nature. But looking at all these dishes, we would have a lot like this, and one person would have to clean all these dishes because we had alternating days. That's the part we didn't enjoy. But other than that, going to the kitchen and helping out with cutting, mixing, stirring, especially when it came down to the cakes that were being made, we would be eager to go in. So just sitting here saying all this, these are the fond memories of just this one point of preparing Christmas dinner. And I would sit up here and think about everything that we had. We'll start off with the meat. We had a pretty large family. And back in the day, you would have pretty large family. Yeah, we would have turkey. And boy, would that turkey be good. We would have ham. And just like the turkey, yummy, yummy. I don't eat pork anymore. I had stopped years ago because of the slave trade and what pork or pig meant back then. So I don't eat it anymore. I'll just leave it at that. If we want to talk about that topic, I could talk about that as well. And don't be afraid to talk about that. And don't be afraid to go through your memories because you're going to be sad or whatever. That's what memories are for. Memories are for you to reflect about the good things as well as the bad, because the bad are lesson learned. And the good things are supposed to bring you happiness and a smile to your face and warmth to your heart. So I'm just talking about the latter, the good things that bring happiness and warmth to my heart. So as I left off with talking about the turkey and the ham, I also remember having green beans, or some people call it green bean casserole. But just like this picture here is of greens that, oh my goodness. And I'm not a green bean eater or greens. Now I am. Again, everything has changed ever since. But Yeah, I would greens. Now I eat, well, not greens, but green beans. Greens, we would have greens like this. Oh my goodness. And I didn't partake in this part enough, and still today I'm not too much of a greens person. But we would partake in this lovely dish. Another thing that comes to mind are, or not are, but is macaroni and cheese. And macaroni and cheese like this that I found online. This reminds me of the time that when my dad was in charge of the meat and the macaroni and cheese, and he would come with this beautiful dish of macaroni and cheese, and the whole family would just chow down on it. Another thing that we would have would be the corn, and ours sometimes would be similar to this, and sometimes it wouldn't be, but this is how the corn would look, and or similar to it or close to it, and that was like awesome. We would have sometimes we would have beans. Can't remember often having beans, so I'm not going to show a picture of beans. But we would also have yams like this. It would either be candied yams, or some people call it uh, yam casserole, I think they would call it as well. But anyway, it would be yams like this with marshmallows on top. Yummy, yummy. Yes, I loved it. I would shout out on this. The macaroni and cheese. When I was younger, still today would do it, but it doesn't love me like it used to like me back in the day. Also, we used to eat or have for dinner would be not just the yam with marshmallows on top. We used to also have just regular candied yams. Yeah, we had a lot of candied yams in our Christmas as well as Thanksgiving. But again, we're not talking about Thanksgiving. We're talking about Christmas dinner. We would have a lot of that, as you see here. What else? Cornbread. Yes, as you see here, cornbread is another thing that we used to just, it was good too. And not only did we have cornbread, but we would also have dinner rolls. And those were like so, those are yummy too. They had to be warm though. They couldn't be cooked, sitting out for a long time, and then eaten. You had to eat them right when they come fresh out of the oven with butter on top, melted butter on top. No, that's another thing that my dad was in control of. Everything else my mom was in control of, but my dad was in control of doing the dinner rolls as well. And he would take a stick of butter, and he'd take the stick of butter and kind of just roll right when it came out of the oven, rub it on top of each roll. They would be shining and glistening with the butter, and yeah, they were warm, and when you bit into them, they were nice, soft, a little crisp to them. As you can see, I remember them, and we used to love those. I think I made them a couple of times for our Christmas, but I haven't done it lately. And then we would also have dessert, cakes like this. My mom would make some great cakes. She would make great pies, apple pie. I couldn't find a good picture of the apple pie she made, but here's the apple pie. We would have apple pie. We would have a sweet potato pie like this. And oh my goodness, I'm sitting here getting hungry since I'm talking about all this. I'm like, oh, Christmas dinner. We would also have, I don't know too many people know about them, but like a one egg pie. And sometimes we would have a pumpkin pie. Not too many people in our family like pumpkin pies. You gotta be careful too, because if it's close to the sweet potato pie, sometimes it looked like it was a pumpkin pie. So you had to be sure and know which one was which. Because if you wanted a piece of that sweet potato pie and then you had some of that pumpkin pie, you're like, ah. So yeah, you had to make sure that you had the right one, or somebody cut you the right one and gave you a piece. What else? Eggnog. We would have eggnog. A lot of people do not like eggnog, but yeah, we had it, and it was homemade. Rarely was it store bought. We would have soda. We would have juice to drink with it, apple or grape juice. Majority of times it was just pop. And then those who wanted water. But my family wasn't a big water family. We were soda, Pepsi or Coke. What else? And just the time of sitting around with family and eating and laughing and joking. Fun times, people. Fun times. And then after we got done with all that yummy food, we would go downstairs, sit around a Christmas tree, and hand out gifts and open them. But until my next video, and I talk about more Christmas things, thank you for watching.